Hey, y'all know me and these little songs be. That's my little intro, my little outro. So hey y'all, part three. Part three is gonna be plenty of parts to this. We don't know how many it's gonna be, but I'm gonna keep counting, and then eventually I'm gonna say to the infinity part of unlocking your inner goddess, because this is where I'm at in my journey, and I'm glad that y'all are here with me. So I have been doing a lot of space time introspection for me, about me, and I'm ready to tell some more, and I'm ready to help some more. Okay, some of the people I've been getting messages from, we've been helping. I hope we helping. I hope we doing it. Like I really do, because it makes me feel good that, I got some friends that's on the same wave as me. It makes it feel good. But okay, so let's start off correctly. Heavenly Father, Divine Source, I call you into my presence. Surround me and my children with light, with truth, with love. Protect my mind from confusion, my heart from heaviness, my soul from harm. Let every word I speak today be guided by the wisdom and the peace, and may the people watching be protected as well. Amen. Ashe. Let's go. So I gotta go backwards to go a little forwards, because this part three has been about my introspection. So this is like, I've really been doing the inner work a lot more, meditating and just sitting in the silence, and God has been really talking to me. So I've been so heavy on this journey that it could have broke me. It should have broke me, you know. It's been 8 weeks of me carrying my soul around like the newborn that I'm walking around with, loving and nurturing on myself, trying to understand myself more. Like, you have a newborn, and on top of a newborn, look at where you at. 8 weeks of learning what it feels like to just sit with myself in silence, to sit with myself. What's my feelings? What's my emotions? 8 weeks of no outside noise, no outside hands, just me and God and the echo of my own breath. 8 weeks. 8 weeks of my body going through the most Kundalini rebirth that you could ever imagine, which is giving birth to a baby. I fight so hard, y'all, not to fall back into old habits. Like when you're working on yourself and you're becoming the new healed version, evolved version of yourself, from what you know about yourself, what you say about yourself, what you think about yourself, all of the things that you've been through, it's hard. But I have fought really hard not to go back to the old habits, unhealthy attachments that feels like comfort, but it's really stealing my peace. It's stealing my inner peace. It's making my mind go like blah, 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 blah. And sometimes my mind wanders at night, and I want to fall back into the same old habits of doing stuff and texting and reaching out or calling and doing things that are unhealthy that I know it's not going to, get me forward or work me the way that I need it to do. Trying to make sense, up all night, trying to make sense of what's happening, not letting my body rest when I know I should be resting as much as I can with a newborn, right? Sometimes I'm adjusting, and then sometimes I'm resisting. Sometimes I'm overwhelmed mentally, physically, emotionally, and spiritually, and then sometimes I'm up and I'm great. I've had my faith, but I also have the nights where I can't think straight, where I wanted to see like this unfolds a lot faster, because I don't like where I'm at. But I have to take accountability. I put myself here, Are you grateful though for the alleviating of stress? I ask myself that, like, the less stress that I had been under for the X amount of years, because it ain't just been a few years, it's been a long time just to be able to sit. I had forgot to enjoy moments, you know. Forgot to how my own heartbeat felt, how my own smile felt, how my own shit that cut my hair off, y'all. Like how my own hair felt to me. Like, oh man, this feels great. Like, I'm gonna show y'all with my hair. Come on. This is my little bean head haircut, and I love everything about it. I love it. This hair is so curly, and I love it, and I think that is great. I forgot how to touch my own soul, like what my soul is enjoying, you know? That's the truth of healing. It's not a straight line. It's a fucking roller coaster. It's that'll make you snatch the air from your lungs. That'd be like, and still bring you home to safety if you hold on. Isolation has really saved my life. It's giving me no choice but to clear my mind. Isolation drives some people crazy. I'm not even gonna lie. I watched this movie, and this man was basically in isolation. He put himself in a cage. It's called The Man in My Basement. And he put himself in the basement, and he locked himself in his basement in his cage. And when I tell you, after 4 nights of being in the dark, the man was going crazy, because all of the demons that he had, versions of lives that he had dealt with and had conjured up and put in the back of his mind, he had to fight them all. And I can remember having to fight them all under the influence of mushrooms, because baby, mushrooms gonna make you tell the truth. That's God. That's God. Okay. It saved my life though. Isolation has really saved my life. It's gave me no choice but to clear my mind. It gave me the opportunity to make it make sense for me, about me, to forgive for me, to forgive for peace. Like, I forgive everything and everybody that has ever done me wrong, and I didn't speak on it, or they apologized about it, and I said I'm gonna forgive it and just blank it out my mind, because that's real forgiveness. Like, I ain't gonna forget it, but I ain't finna bring it up neither, because that's not forgiveness. You tell somebody you forgive them, you're supposed to let the shit go and move on and move forward. If this is what you're gonna do with this person, or you can forgive them and never talk to them again. But either way, forgiveness is for you, so you're not holding on to that in your mind, in your head, in your grudge, you know. Isolation has let me pour back into me. Cutting my hair means it's time to pour back into me. What do I want to do with my hair this time? I'm going to go back to locks, but I want sister locks this time. I want my little sister locks. So, you know, I keep with my little cute little styles and shit, and keep my little curls, because I like them curls. I ain't like all that pulling and shit. That shit was annoying. My hair's too soft for that. Like, my mama is Italian, okay? I got fucking Italian people hair. And in the stillness, I found pieces of myself that I didn't know had left. Like, my dancing, like, this music don't hit the same no more. And I can't believe it. I'm learning to feel my body again. Like, my aches, my pains. Like, what the fuck? Like, you know, this is me. This ain't nobody else's energy around. Feel my soul again. Feel my heart again. Feel my mind again. Baby, because when I say God be talking to me, God be talking to me. But it took for all of that to happen by me owning the shift. There's a moments where I want to cry. There's moments I want to call and scream and tell people how I really feel. But then I pause, because it's not their fault, it's mine. Like, take accountability. It's not their fault, it's mine. I had the opportunity to choose the red pill or the blue pill, and I chose the red pill. Mine for silencing myself and not speaking up at the time I should have spoke up, and harboring that information in, or having that conversation in my head, because the conversation in my head is the conversation I really wanted to have. Only after I just let you talk to me any type of way. It's mine for shrinking my protection and my feelings and protecting feelings that wasn't trying to protect me. I even when it's messy, even when it shakes the room, I could have shook the room so many times and I haven't, and I don't, because it ain't worth it to me. I notice I am no longer any version that I've ever been of myself. Like, for those who watching this that do know me personally, have grew with me and seen me and hung out with me or anything like that, I'm nothing that you are used to. I have to know who the fuck I am today. I have to reintroduce myself to myself. That's how much I'm not the same version. When the old dreams pull at me, I sit in reality instead, and I kiss my little baby and I let go. Like, when I tell you the shit be going on in my head, I be like, here go reality. This right here. Like, this the guy, like, hey, we need focus. Come on back to life, little lady, my lady, my girl, my girl, come on back. And I have to kiss him and do that. Balancing the light and the shadow. So a week ago, I went home. And home is with my aunt. And as a little girl, I used to not want to be in the house with my parents. But I go home with my auntie. Because, baby, that was home. I was free to be the version of me, my authentic self, and not have to mask anything or hide how I feel. Because that was a house full of water, baby. When nobody hiding how they felt. Everybody was speaking on that shit, and it was great, okay? I watched her try to get out of the bed on her own, and I could tell that she felt back at home too, like just having us around and being her normal self. I seen the spark return to her face, as if she was the woman who could get up and fucking walk again. My presence, my light, and the light of my baby was enough to uplift her spirit, and that felt good because it just felt like I was a little kid again, and this time I got a little baby. Like, that's how I felt to be around my aunt. That home has always been my safe space, a space that pulls me from my darkness to my light again. I laughed with my cousin to fucking 3 a.m, and that shit was awesome. And I made a lot of plans to return as often because that joy, that laughter, I needed that home feeling. I needed that. Every storm, you need a laugh. Like, this is a storm that I'm gonna fucking laugh about soon. I laugh about the shit now, and I be like, thank you. I'm grateful for the lessons that I have learned in the last 20 plus years. Like, you for the fucking last 39 years, god damn it, okay? Fuck it. This is my whole life. Like, every lesson, every person, every friend, every relationship, every situationship, every job, I am grateful for them all because they all have taught me so many lessons and brought me to this version. Every losses, and I still keep glowing. Like, but okay. I look older to me, but I still feel great. Like, I have aches like pains like everybody else, Motherhood has been my medicine for unlocking my inner goddess, for real. My boys are my teachers because through them, I don't want them to heal from me the way that I had to heal from my mother. You don't want that. Like, you don't. So therefore, I'm a lot more conscious and more mindful about certain things. Very transparent with my baby. My 14-year-old, I'm super transparent with him about everything. He's very super transparent with me. Through them, I have learned patience that I did not know I had, okay? In a whole different way. Love that does not fold under pressure, okay? Because my love for them has not folded, and I've been under a heavy amount of pressure. Like, I'm under pressure. The pressure I'm under right now is not bothering me from giving him the dedication and stuff. It has its moments where I'm so grateful that my mom would be like, all right, you know, I see you finna crash out. Let me talk to you. Because I be having them crash out moments. And the strength that carries me when I am tired. Like, that's what the boys do. The boys bring me the strength when I am exhausted and I am tired and I'm ready to tap in. 2019, I rebuilt my confidence. I ended a situation that did not value me, and I stood strong into who I was becoming. Love me enough to lift me up, and also taught me self-love and to remain unshakable even when my heart is entwined. I cannot dim my own shine. Motherhood keeps me grounded in that truth, and I must go hard for myself so that I can go hard for them. And that's where cutting my hair off the first time and went to that bomb blind that I was. And healing yourself through the wounds is very hard. Like, love hurts. I have learned that true love is not found, okay? It is built. I want a connection now that is so deep, so not surface level bullshit. Like, bills and all that conversation and shit is surface level. Like, I did that already. I want to be a love that's so deep that I can be seen, I can be heard, I can be understood. I can be completely bare and still safe. I trust that God is going to guide me, and I'm using way more discernment. And healing those love wounds, you have to use a lot more discernment and practice patience. But the foundation is to be in love with myself and in love with God before any other love can really fully flourish. Just like a real love, like not the surface level shit. That ain't what I want no more. I'm reclaiming my desires. Like, right now, I am unapologetically want to win. I unapologetically am going to win. I'm going to manifest in front of those who played into the negative and send the evil eye towards me, because how the fuck is she still shining? It's because I got faith, like, in God, and I'm trusting what's going on. And I can't trust in man. Like, you can't trust in somebody else's word. That's not trusting my intuition. Like, that's not me believing in myself. I'm trusting what somebody else's word is saying. I'm going off of somebody else's word. That shit fucked me up, and I see where it got me now. Okay? Trusting other people's words against what is going on in my situation is what got me fucked up now. I'm calling it in. Like, so, and I'm gonna win in front of those who speak ill and doubt me. And it's not from revenge. It's actually from a place of forgiveness and grace. Like, completely forgiveness and grace. I forgive everybody. I want my victory to be proof that God had a hand on her life. Like, she was, and God said, surrender, my baby. That's the story. Like, it's coming up on the anniversary of my dad's passing, and when I wrote his obituary out, I kept saying, I don't want my obituary to look like this. I want to write my own obituary. I want my obituary to be so motherfucking life-changing that I leave a mark on my family. I don't want an obituary like this. Oh, she worked, she did this, and she did this. She had 2 kids, and da-da-da. No, hell no. This bitch lived. She surrendered. She turned herself over to the little Lord, and she did this, and she did that, and she traveled the world, and she saw fucking Rio 6 times, and she went to Rio de Janeiro at 50 and danced to the night away, goddammit. Her and her kids. You know, shit like that. Not no... I have also been getting spiritual signs. The universe speaks to me. God, the universe, Jesus, whatever name we want to say, everybody has a way of speaking to us. And I know that I get those subtle reminders that you are provided for, and you are fine, and you are okay. And 9 times out of 10, it's all in your head, because your little ass don't want to be patient. And I've had those moments before too, and I can look at those moments and say, right when I was finna panic that everything was finna go to shit and everything felt like it was finna come crashing down, it was the test right before God said, boom. Um, it I almost repeated lessons that were not mine to carry. But prayer, like I sit and I pray, like God, please don't let me repeat no more lessons. I'm tired, and I don't repeat nobody else's lessons. I'm tired. And it stopped it. I asked God to never let me live and love through the lessons enough, and He answered, because I'm able to share my testimony with y'all. Walking in my purpose. Today I trust my feelings, and I move forward. I see that so many people are just wounded children in grown people bodies, and I choose differently. I choose to love and protect myself differently. I choose to love and protect my kids differently. I choose to walk forward in wisdom and not backwards into pain. Like, most cancers tend to live in the past. I don't want to live in the past no more. The past is not who the fuck I am today. The past is who I was. I learned the lessons, humble myself, but not who I am today. So I don't want to live there. And no more trauma bonding. Like, that shit's exhausting. Like, oh, we have this in common from trauma. No, we have this in life from lessons. Let's talk about how those lessons, and let's inspire each other to take those lessons and turn them bitches into blessings and uplift each other. That's the type of energy I'm looking for. That's the healed. That's that you healed and you evolve. And that's in friendships too. And I expect to give that what I want, I'll expect to give it back. Because I'm tired of being the friend that call and complain all the time. And I don't want to do that. Like, that's annoying. You gotta ground yourself and ground your being and free yourself from your past. Like, I rooted myself now. I'm steady. I'm whole. The past tried to bind me, and I broke them chains daily. And every choice I make for peace and for truth and for joy and its freedom. Releasing the old story of myself. Release the old story of yourself, because that's the only way you're going to be able to unlock your inner goddess and get that out of that. I am not those old stories anymore. So you think about when you meet somebody new, what story are you going to tell? The same fucking story that you told to the last 6 motherfucking people, or 5 or 4 or 3 or 2 or whatever? No. I am not that girl who begs to be chosen. Baby, it's a smorgasbord out here. I mean, it's slim pickings, but nah, I'm cool. Rather be by my goddamn self. If that's the case, then I'm not the woman who is going to silence her truth anymore. And if I don't like how the fuck you making me feel, I'm going to speak on it. Friends, family, anybody. I don't give a shit. I'm going to do it respectfully. I'm not going to be disrespectful, but I'm going to do it respectfully. I'm not the one that's got to prove herself to people to see. Like, no, fuck that. I ain't proving myself to nobody. If you don't see my worth, then oh the fuck well. Jesus do. God do. Yahweh do. I released those stories so that I can write new ones. Stories of self-love, stories of divine motherhood, stories of a woman who walked boldly with God and really trusted God. Like, when I'm writing my book, I'm excited to get to that part of my book, to where I'm at now, and then to put that part in there so that when the book is fully completed, it's going to be like, damn, she surrendered to God, and what? If she can, I can too. Take responsibility for your family story. Like, if you know you're going through Kundalini and there's some trauma and some shit that you still holding on to, like, the pain I inherited stopped here. Like, I declared that. Hell no. Generational wounds do not pass through me no more. I am rewriting my story. I am raising my boys with truth and love. I am breaking cycles of silence and shame. I am turning scars into wisdom. When Carmelo, I'm saying my baby's names for the first time on these videos. When Carmelo and Nazir look back, baby, they will not see where we came from at all. They will only see that I chose the light and carried us forward. That's all my baby's gonna ever fucking remember. They not gonna remember none of that old. To ground and release, I'm gonna say this. I've been learning that to ground my being, I had to set myself free from the past. So a certain time frame, and all those time frames taught me survival, and a lot of other things have now brought me back home. Walking, getting out here, meditating, praying, walking in nature, getting back aligned and to keep going. Remembering that connections is my medicine, the freedom is my birthright, and reminding myself the freedom to releasing old stories is important. The ones that told me that I was broken, the ones that told me that love was punishment, the ones that told me that I wasn't fully worthy of safety. I carry childhood trauma in my chest like a stone. I survived parents who weren't healed them damn selves. Made me have self-doubt, like made me timid. I survived a tumor. I survived being mocked. I survived, and I am not the only story. It's about me. I am not hard to love. I am not broken. I am worthy. I am love, and I am new. Had to keep reminding myself that, and keep reminding myself. I had to take responsibility for my family story because it ends with me. I am not going to pass down the silence to Mello. I'm not going to pass down absence to Nazir. I will not raise them in shame for doing and growing up and making mistakes, or their shadows. Like, no, we don't have that. I've been taking spiritual baths. I've been praying at dawn. I've been words pouring into the pages, writing, healing the maternal line, and rewriting the book of my blood. Forgiveness became my liberation, not permission, not welcome, not reunion, but freedom. I forgave my parents for they knew not what they were doing, not because they earned it, but because their shame no longer belongs to me. I forgave people, not because of my womb and my spirit and my future. They deserve to be clear of their shadows. I deserve to be clear of people's shadows. That's why I chose to say, until God tells me this is a safe love, keep my mind, body, and spirit on do not disturb from outsiders. Staying too long, believing lies, and dividing in my magic, and believing that my magic wasn't worthy, and that I sabotage situations. Forgiveness is peace. Forgiveness is power. And then came my sacred pause, 8 weeks of isolation, 8 weeks of silence that finally, let the room speak. When I say the room spoke, the room spoke. I walk in alignment now with my purpose, to guide with people, not women. I can't say women, I can't say men. To guide people who have survived what I have survived, to show that you can be sacred and still wounded at the same time, and still worthy, broken, open, and chosen. My boys are just not my boys. They are my anchors, they're my teachers, they're my assignment, and they remind me daily that I can not fall back into the darkness, and I must keep myself in the light. So yeah, this is my truth, and this is my real-time healing and my real-time expressing everything to you all. Once again, unlocking as I'm unlocking. I'm hoping that I'm helping someone else unlocked, and we're going to close this out with a prayer, and I'm going to see y'all on the next video. I am healing. I am whole. I am light even in shadow. I forgive. I release. I rise. God keeps me and my heart open, please, my mind clear, and my soul protected. Let peace, love, and abundance flow through me and my children always, and the people that's watching this video. And I love y'all, and I cannot wait to see y'all on the next video. Please send me your comments on things that you want me to touch on, that you might want me to speak out loud about, because I'm here for it and I'm ready. Bye, y'all. Peace out.